Did you know that Procreate was founded in Tasmania? Yep, this powerful, world-changing art app was born on a little island off the southern coast of Australia. And recently, I was invited to visit Procreate headquarters in Hobart to test out some upcoming updates for Procreate and Procreate Dreams and to soak in the beauty of Tasmania. So of course, I said yes. I hopped on a plane and filled the time by sketching Tasmanian critters, crossed an ocean, and landed in stunning Hobart, where I was greeted by the lovely Gabby from Procreate. After I checked into my hotel, I fueled up at a cozy cafe with a pumpkin tart and the best chai of my life. Then I met up with fellow visiting artists Holly Overs and Maxime Manga, and we drove to the top of Mount Wellington. It was cold, like standing in a cloud cold. Hello from the top of Mount Wellington. Pinnacle. That's the top. Right there. But the views were totally worth it once the clouds parted to reveal the beautiful scenery down below. And we even caught sight of a rainbow on the way back. A good sign for a great week, I think. The next day we were joined by two more visiting artists, Christian Watson and Alex Grigg. We all piled into cars and headed to Procreate headquarters, aka the mothership. Honestly, I've dreamed of visiting the place where the magic happens for so long. Walking through those doors was surreal. Hello! Hello! Hi, Ruby! Hi! We kicked off the day with breakfast at their on-site cafe where everything is made from scratch using local ingredients by in-house chefs. It was incredible. After breakfast, Procreate CEO James Kuda gave us a presentation about Procreate Dreams 2, the next major update to their animation app, and wow, I am very excited about the changes that are coming.
We want you to have a test drive, have a play, and give us that raw, unadulterated feedback.
The new version keeps the intuitive interface you know and love, but introduces dedicated modes for different creative workflows, like manipulating content, performing, keyframing, cell animation, painting and drawing, and editing. James explained how the entire goal of this update is to get you into the creative flow state and keep you there. One of the biggest changes is coming to the flipbook feature. It's been redesigned from the ground up with separate tracks and each frame getting its own layer set. All this means that frame-by-frame animation feels easier and more joyful to create. Draw and Paint mode is getting serious upgrades too, including the much anticipated Select and Transform tools, filters, keyboard shortcuts, and a shiny new pixel-perfect painting engine. James shared some other things that are in development, and the best news of all, which is the Procreate Dreams 2 update is coming by the end of 2025. After the demo, we cozied up by the fire and started testing. The team handed us iPads and invited us to dive in and explore, seeing what felt intuitive, where there were friction points, and offering tons of feedback. It was incredible to sit side by side with the developers who weren't just receptive to ideas, they were excited to implement them. In fact, they brought out new builds for us to test right on the spot. One of the coolest things was learning how the Procreate team works in what James calls jam sessions, where all the devs get together in a room to bounce ideas around, iterate quickly, and build collaboratively. Later, Rumi took us on a grand tour of the offices where we met many team members and learned how they support the product and the community. One of my favorite stops was to the studio where all of their video content gets filmed. I love seeing their creative setup, including a fake window that totally fooled me. I love it. It looks very authentic. Welcome to Procreate.
So good.
After lunch, one of our fellow artists, Alex Grigg, did a little demo and animation lesson. Alex is an amazing teacher. If you want to learn animation, you should definitely check out his channel here on YouTube. That evening, after a little rest at the hotel, we were invited to dinner with the exec team on a rooftop terrace overlooking the city. Procreate truly pulled out all the stops to make us feel special. The next day, we were back in the office, creating and animating. I pulled up some of my older illustrations to bring them to life through animation. I also had a long sit down with Lloyd, the man who built the core of Procreate, to chat about brushes and kindly request a laundry list of features I'd love to see in the future. I chatted with members of the team with questions and feature requests from you, so thank you for sending them in. And on that note, so many of you asked me to send your thanks to the Procreate team, and I did. I even brought them a big gratitude basket of goodies from California. It's hard to put into words how much the work they do means to me and to so many others. Like, this app has literally changed the course of my life and continues to inspire millions of people all over the world to be more creative. The following day, we took a break from office life and headed to MONA, the Museum of Old and New Art. We traveled by ferry, complete with snacks and drinks, and man, did I feel spoiled. Cheers! And I even sat on a sheep. Okay, so Mona is insane in the best possible way.
Just like a friend, you know I'll take you there.
It's a private collection full of weird, thought-provoking works of art, from water to fire, and even a mechanical digestive tract that literally poops. We got lucky timing to see it being fed. The museum was great and I was loving every minute of it. We headed back to the office for our final afternoon, creating, animating, and soaking in every moment. A way to do what I want.
He could use that as my speed operations.
We shared our creations, collaborated, laughed a lot.
I was wondering. I'm like,
Yeah, uni, library.
so good.
The camaraderie was sky high. We all couldn't believe how fast the trip had flown by and feeling quite sad to say goodbye. Holly, Alex, Maxime, and Christian, it was so amazing working side by side with you. I had one more day in Hobart that I spent with some Tassie friends I had met through Procreate. We wandered the Salamanca market, popped into art galleries, and ate fish and chips by the harbor. Then we took a drive out of the city to Bonarong Wildlife Sanctuary, a place dedicated to helping sick and injured critters. I saw wombats, emus, Tasmanian devils, a drop bear, and my new favorite animal, the echidna, and tried to draw as many as I could in my sketchbook. I even got to feed a kangaroo, which was so fun. In fact, they really love it when you scratch them under their chin. It was such a fun final day for the trip. And just like that, it was time to fly home. Huge thanks to the Procreate team for such an unforgettable experience and for making tools that bring so much joy, creativity, and magic into the world. If you want more behind the scenes and Procreate tips, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, stay creative and happy art making!